October 25th, 11:08 p.m. Acceptance. I have seen the world in a mass of colors you would not surmise to be true. It is populated by the many, yet elections are controlled solely by the bourgeois few. A candelabra lights the way, made from the blood spilled for me and you. The flicker is reminiscent of the wavering truths told, yet if truth were told, then light would grow dim so quickly as to ensure there was no chance to see a clue. Wars fought on frontiers unbeknownst to us 40 years ago. Fighting for capitalism, my brother's blood spills for reasons separated from your fantastic foe. I cannot find the peace in ignorance. There's only peace when you want it to be. You hide from your emotions, blanketed by drugs and alcohol, which amount to fallacy. Face the truth, it's hard. You live in sin and your glasses make you blind. Decisions made for you by the masses make up your mind. For the many are merely a reflection of the few whom you and I construe to be true to themselves. You prey on others for personal gain. You cannot abstain what has shaped your life so far, and for that you are to blame. Now prayer consists of seeking out the one without that which you are made up of. For that you find you can love, for of those who you see yourself in, the sin of those you love to hate, but God you hate to love, for eternal damnation is as such your fate. Now move beyond this box of life to a meadow full of flowers and spring eternal. But if they have it their way, this field will burn for oil. Fear not, lest ye be feared yourself, for your outward reflection is introspection. Now look at yourself in society's mirror, and looking back is a man in a suit and tie, not the artist or doctor or punk rocker with hair dye, not someone with whom you could look in the eye of and see cry when your most passionate character died, but a man compromised for the manifest destiny who's blessed with greedy inhibitions, holding no one to their own convictions, but letting them take for granted their free upbringing, singing those same songs drunk around the campfire that meant more in the years before than you give credit for. A man whose views are blinded by what-ifs and could-have-beens, and what could have been is you could have chosen you. The ego is a possession not to be fucked with if held in integrity. But you see, you hold your id in clear view because your superego has not arrived yet, so there's no comparison to see. Acceptance. Acceptance is the key. If you can accept what has come to be already, you can move on. You can deal with what-ifs and could-have-beens and the disgrace and how you played with that song. But instead you accept that this government knows all of you and you know none of it. Big Brother looms as the flashy phrase for your political agenda of the moment, yet they have come with it. They show you nothing and know it all, so you accept this as everything and you accept it all, but not yourself. Accept that you sold out for wealth. Accept that you did not marry for love, or at least that love that is someone else's conception of. Accept that because of this, we give them the power. This is the final hour. If you don't turn back now, there can be no redeeming shower. You cannot cleanse yourself if you cannot live with yourself. But who can accept their own faults as downfalls without blaming someone else? Who can accept that the capitalism has gone too far? Yet we indulge in that Big Mac as we would anything else. The New York State Lotto jackpot is now 250 million lives. That makes strives to not be one. For accepting your own outcome is just that, accepting it. Without there is no understanding. Your life has been planned around your checkbook and you let your life get in your way. I stand up and I say I accept what I am. I stand and here I am a man because no one rocks this cradle save from my own hand.